Straight ahead, the ASI elections at Cal State Fullerton start tomorrow. We'll have a live report.
Also, the women's basketball coach on campus is out amid allegations of misconduct.
And America's Got Talent has a big change ahead. A new host who is known for being one of America's top models. All this and more coming up. Welcome to today's edition of OC News. I'm Cynthia Pasillas.
And I'm Desiree Higuereta. OC News is brought to you by the broadcast journalism students at Cal State Fullerton.
We are one day away from the ASI elections. Cal State Fullerton students will get a chance to decide on a new student leadership team. Shaira Arias is live on campus with the latest information. Shaira?
That's right, you guys. Tomorrow is the day where your vote is going to impact our student body right here on campus. Now, there's going to be a lot of positions open, president, vice president, and 16 positions for board of directors. And talking about board of directors, we are with Gabrielle Cedeno, who is our Chief Administrative Officer, and our very own Vice President, Alexandra Beltran. So, Alexandra, could you tell us a little bit as to why it is so important for students to go out and vote tomorrow?
It's really important for students to go out and vote tomorrow because the students elected become the voice and advocate for all 40,000 students on our campus. And because we're such a diverse campus, we want to make sure that the students elected are represented on all spectrums of ASI.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Alexandra. Now, Gabriel, can you tell us maybe something that students might not already know that you would like to share with them?
Yeah, two things. Actually, for the first time ever, students will be allowed to vote for their Titan Student Center's governing board members, as well as the polls are actually open from 8 a.m. tomorrow till 8 p.m. on Thursday night. So it's a continuous voting poll system where students can vote at night if they wish.
Thank you so much, you guys. Well, there you guys have it. It is really important for you guys to go out and cast your votes tomorrow, either here on campus or you can visit vote.fullerton.edu. And remember, they will be closing this Thursday at 8 o'clock. Back to you guys here in studio.
More and more students are applying to Cal State Fullerton with hopes of being accepted to the university. As Kiana DeLeo reports, the number of applications has hit an all-time record high.
Cal State Fullerton captures the attention of thousands who aspire to receive education from this campus, and each year the school breaks the previous year's enrollment record. But this year's number is substantially higher than ever before. Cal State Fullerton has moved up in the ranks as a top national university, and so the desire to enroll here has risen as well. The school received an all-time high of 70,000 applications this fall. That number consists of freshmen, community college, and upper division students looking for a high-quality education.
We are a school of first choice. I think, years ago, people would maybe consider sometimes, it's a Fullerton's backup school. That's not true anymore. We may be to a select population, but overall, we are the school that they want to go. We are their first choice campus.
The university received 45,000 applications for fall from entering freshmen and over 24,000 from community college and other upper division transfer students. Reporting for OC News, I'm Kiana DeLeo.
After yet another losing season, the Titan girls basketball team is undergoing a big change. Frank Lararisco is at the Titan gym with more information.
State Fullerton women's basketball head coach Darren Park have parted ways after another losing season. But that is not the only reason for his departure. The Titans went 32-89 over 4 seasons with Park. Several former players have alleged misconduct by Park, including threatening to take away scholarships and alienating certain players from the team. 9 players have left the team in the past 2 seasons, including Iman Naitman, who is this season's top leading scorer. According to the Daily Titan, the athletics department was made aware of Park's alleged misconduct up to a year ago. Park had 1 year remaining on his contract, but the university and Park reached an agreement to buy out the last year of his contract. I'm Frank Lararisco. Back to you in the studio.
A simple traffic stop resulted in an officer-involved shooting death Sunday night in Orange. The event started after 11 when officers attempted to pull the driver over. The suspect stopped in a parking lot at Catella and Glazel. He barricaded himself inside the van, produced a can of gasoline, and lit a cigarette. The police broke the windows and blasted the man with a fire hose. The shirtless driver crawled out of his window, pulled a knife, and an officer fired a single shot, striking the suspect into the torso. The man later died at a local hospital. The DA's office is investigating the shooting. And a Huntington Beach man still in an induced coma, Garrett Peterson, who is a manager at a pizzeria, was beaten unconscious late Friday night after refusing to serve two customers who demanded free pizza. Bryce Anthony Messick and Austin Wright Collin are the two men suspected of attacking Peterson. Both have been arrested. Peterson's friends have set up a GoFundMe page to help pay for his medical expenses.
Both the Santa Fe Springs and Los Angeles Fire Department are fighting a massive blaze in Santa Fe Springs. The fire erupted on Los Nietos Road after a traffic collision. A car crashed into a fire hydrant. The force of the collision knocked down several power poles, which started the fire. Several commercial buildings nearby have been burned by the fire.
And coming up after our commercial break, we'll bring you the latest national news regarding President Trump's new executive order.
We'll also take a look at this week's forecast. It's sunny right now in beautiful California, but how long will it last? All this and more when we come back with OC News.
The earthquakes you see in movies are one thing, but real life is a completely different animal. Just because you can't predict an earthquake doesn't mean that you can't prepare for one. In the event of a real earthquake, you should drop, cover, and hold on. Visit ready.gov/earthquake and practice what to do to keep you and your family safe in the event of a real earthquake. And you'll be seen as a hero by your family and your loved ones.
Visit ready.gov/earthquake today. Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Welcome back to OC News. It has been an eventful week for national news. Let's go to Francesca Loren with the latest.
Hi everyone, there's quite a lot going on in national news this week. While it is all sunshine here today in the OC, a nasty storm is preparing to hit the Northeast. This weather is delaying German Chancellor Angela Merkel's visit to Washington. She was scheduled to spend Tuesday meeting with Trump to host a joint news conference. This is said to be Trump's most important meeting with a foreign leader since taking office. Topics expected to be discussed included Russia, trade, NATO, and refugees. Forecasters say that Washington could get 5 to 10 inches of snow overnight, today into Tuesday. All of the planned events have been rescheduled for Friday. Trump even tweeted from his POTUS Twitter account this morning, warning citizens of the East Coast to be safe as the major storm approaches. Last weekend, Trump accused the Obama administration of wiretapping Trump Tower during the election. Trump did not provide evidence to support the claim. The House Intelligence Committee gave Trump a deadline to provide proof, and that deadline is today. The proof has not been revealed, but today, White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer said that when President Donald Trump accused President Obama of tapping his phone, he didn't mean a literal wiretap. Spicer also says Mr. Trump was referring to the Obama administration and not President Obama personally.
Obama went up and tapped his phone personally. I think the president used the word wiretap in quotes to mean broadly surveillance and other activities during that.
Quite a busy Monday for Trump. This morning, he signed a new executive order called the Comprehensive Plan for Reorganizing the Executive Branch. The goal of this order is to find where the government can trim costs within the federal agencies. Press Secretary Sean Spicer said that there is no specific number of agencies that they hope to eliminate. Rather, they want to find out where money is being wasted and which agencies are outdated. This weekend, high-profile New York-based U.S. Attorney Preet Bharara says he's been fired by the Trump administration. He announced on Twitter Saturday that he did not resign, but was actually fired. Bharara was one of 46 federal attorneys the Trump administration asked to step down on Friday. But Bharara, who made his name prosecuting high-profile Wall Street players, refused. The U.S. attorney reportedly felt blindsided by the request to resign. Spicer claims Trump called Bharara to thank him for his service.
The president was calling to thank him for his service. This is a standard, as I said, a standard action that takes place at most administrations.
A state representative from Houston said she is fed up with men writing laws telling women what to do with their bodies. So she's introducing a bill regulating self-gratification for men. Democrat Jessica Farrar's bill promotes abstinence or occasional self-gratification inside a medical facility. Doctors would also be required to conduct rectal exams before performing a vasectomy or prescribing Viagra.
Men need to be a part of this equation too, and so let's examine if they had to undergo these invasive procedures, medically unnecessary procedures, in fact, and just kind of see what it's like.
And that is all for National News Today. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Francesca. At 7 weeks into the Trump presidency, the GOP has proposed a new healthcare plan to replace Obamacare. 24 million people are estimated to lose insurance under the new proposition. Martha Valenzuela brings us more details.
The Congressional Budget Office released the Obamacare replacement numbers a couple of hours ago. The new estimate by the CBO estimates 14 million would lose health insurance under GOP's Obamacare replacement. The new coverage plan, American Health Care Act, will replace the Affordable Care Act. If passed by the House of Representatives, the bill would cut the deficit by $337 billion over the next 10 years, but cause 24 to lose health insurance coverage by 2026 with the replacement. The GOP says the new plan will provide more choice to Americans and will not be forced to buy health insurance. If passed effectively, the American Health Care Act replacement is expected to cover less people than the Affordable Care Act. Premium rates would depend on age, increasing the rate 5 times more for the older population than a younger person. And Democrats are expected to unanimously oppose the Obamacare replacement. If tied, Mike Pence will have to make the call.
And will the sunshine continue for the rest of the week in Orange County? Karen Norrell has the latest look on the coming weather.
So before we get into the local weather, let's take a look at what's happening here in other regions. The region will be expecting more than a foot of snow and strong winds tonight and to Tuesday. The visibility is poor and the roads are very slick, which is causing numerous amounts of vehicle sliding. In the northeast, in Washington, D.C., a lot of flights have been canceled and will continue to cancel due to the weather conditions. So if you have family and friends out there, maybe you want to go ahead and give them a call. So let's go back into our weather conditions here in the West Coast. So in the West Coast, we are experiencing weather with the 82 and today in low 55. Since we do get a chance, since our hour did fall forward, we do maybe get to see the sunset, which will hit at 6:58 p.m. today. Tomorrow, if you didn't get a chance already today, you'll be able to look at the sunrise, which will happen around 7 a.m. So if we take a look at our 5-day forecast, we will be expecting a lot of more sun for us here in the rest of the week. So as we can see for our 5-day forecast, we are expecting a lot of sun. On Saturday, our conditions do go down to 79 with partly cloudy, but the sun will be back up. On Tuesday is our highest of 86 with lows of 56. So that's all that I have for you guys here today in weather. Back to you ladies in the studio.
When we come back, we'll take a look at the season finale of The Bachelor. Also, singer Ciara was involved in a bad car accident.
And America's Got Talent has a new host. All this and more coming up on OC News.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you?
You know you do.
Yeah, but I don't know where to start. That's why we're here. We're free, handsome.
Oh, I think we're breathtaking.
And here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Biology homework, G. I got this. Is that Bran? Colleges love extracurricular activities.
Chess really isn't my thing.
I got this. Doesn't matter. Go ahead. Picking a college, man. You and us go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos.
Fire and ice.
Those don't really go together. Go to GetSchooled.com for more info.
It's been a busy week for entertainment. Let's head over to Taylor Pasqua for the latest entertainment news.
Hey guys, I'm Taylor and I have everything entertainment for you this week. It's finally time to break out some tissues and a nice bottle of wine. Tonight is the season 21 finale of The Bachelor starring Nick Viall. Nick is no stranger to this show as this is his fourth go-around with the Bachelor franchise looking for love. Nick made it to the finale of both Andy Dorfman and Caitlin Bristow's season where he was denied getting down on one knee both times because both ladies said they were in love with someone else. Ouch, that was so sad. But many were hopeful when he showed up on Bachelor in Paradise because he seemed to have a steady relationship with another Bachelor star, Jen Saviano. When leaving Paradise, it was reported that he dumped her to land the coveted role of The Bachelor and what would hopefully be his one-way ticket to finding true love. Well, tonight we finally get the answer to the question Bachelor Nation has been waiting for years. Did Nick find love? It has been a season full of tears. His journey started in Los Angeles with 25 women, and it will come to an end with the remaining 2 women tonight in Finland. Nick has had an undeniable connection with both women throughout the season, but only has one final rose left. Will the 36-year-old software sales executive pick Raven, the 25-year-old fashion boutique owner from Hoxie, Arkansas, or Vanessa, the 29-year-old special education teacher from Quebec, Canada? This promises to be one emotional night, and it all begins at 8 p.m. I don't know about everyone else, but I think Vanessa may win, but you never know with this show. Tweet us at OC News CSUF and let us know who you think the winner will be. In other entertainment news, it has been announced that Zed, a concert titled Welcome, will be held in Los Angeles on April 3rd and will raise funds for the American Civil Liberties Union. Grammy Award-winning DJ Zed organized the event to speak out against President Trump's travel ban. He said it seeks to send a message of acceptance to immigrants. You can expect to see performances by Daya, Macklemore, Imagine Dragons, Machine Gun Kelly, and more. Step aside, Nick Canyon. A new host has been chosen for America's Got Talent. The show's veteran judge, Howie Mandel, announced this morning who will be taking his spot. It will be none other than Tyra Banks filling in Cannon's shoes. Tyra is definitely not shy when it comes to hosting television shows. She is most known for hosting 22 seasons on America's Next Top Model and won 2 daytime Emmys for The Tyra Banks Show. It is said that Cannon ruffled feathers at NBC when he joked about the show during a stand-up special on Showtime. It was further reported that Cannon said on Facebook that he decided to resign following the network executives threatening to fire him. Production begins shortly, so hopefully we get to see Tyra out there doing her thing soon. R&B singer Ciara's due date is coming up quickly. Unfortunately, she was involved in a scary car crash Friday afternoon. The 31-year-old was reportedly driving a white Mercedes SUV in Los Angeles when a Volvo SUV struck the passenger side of her car. She is pregnant with her second child and first child with husband Russell Wilson. He later tweeted, "Mama Wilson and baby Wilson are feeling great. God is good. I'm so glad that they are okay and the baby too." That's going to do it for entertainment today. I'm Taylor Pasqua. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Taylor. Spring is right around the corner, and the Fullerton Arboretum is packed with thousands of plants ready for sale. Marissa Garcia has more on the Veggie Palooza event taking place this weekend.
Volunteers of the Fullerton Arboretum have been planting seeds since December. With spring starting on Monday, Veggie Palooza will have your kitchen stocked for the new season.
It's an annual plant sale that takes place in March every year. And we have about 20,000 vegetable and herb plants for sale. And it ranges from tomatoes to peppers, squash, cucumbers, melons, beans, and even some flowers such as marigolds.
All of the proceeds will go directly back to the Arboretum. This will benefit programs and keep top seller plants like the Sun Gold tomato growing throughout spring. Don't forget your wagon. This 2-day event begins Saturday at 9 a.m. Reporting for OC News, I'm Marissa Garcia.
That's going to do it for today's episode of OC News.
Thanks again for being with us. Catch us again on Wednesday for even more breaking news. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook for the latest information.